family? It's your boy E. I just want to shoot my vision to you. Now, it's funny how people try to make you feel like, you know, if you're not the most holiest person or the most, cleanest person or the most sinfulest person, that you can't be close to God, or that God can't be working with you, or you shouldn't be mentioning God's name. Who the hell told you that? Did you write the rules? You know what? People feel like, they are above you as far as being close to God. It's cool that you feel that way. Okay, that's your feelings. I'm not here to fight you on that. But you're not somebody who can tell me that God, I can't speak God's name because, I did this, because I did that, because I cursed, I said this, the way I talk. You know what I'm saying? You can't be someone to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, God is not working with just people who are clean souled, clean just everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what? The people that he needs to help the most are the ones who are dealing with sin. You do know, do people not remember that Jesus was with the people who were in poverty, the people who had things they need to fix? Jesus was with people that actually needed his help. You know what I'm saying? So for you to tell me that, I know what a real Christian is, you know what I'm saying? You can't be cursing and stuff and saying all this and then we'll be talking about God the next minute. What you mean? You should be talking to God. You should be talking to God through any moment. People feel like that you have to just be doing good. You have to be just an upstanding person to be talking to God. No, God wants you to talk to you. God wants you to talk to him in your darkest and your lowest moments. Because you got to understand, in these moments of time are the times that you really need him. You know what I'm saying? God wants you to come to the light. God wants you to be better. God wants you to pick yourself up off the dirt and dust yourself off and come to him. He wants to save people. And people act like that's not the case. They act like, you can't be saved if you're not trying to do right. You got to understand there's a process in a lot of things, man. Sometimes God has to put you through shit to help you break you out of certain things. Because not everybody is going through this life on the same path. Everybody don't have the same path. Some people, they get cleaner faster. Some people, they go through life and they make choices. Sometimes those choices aren't good for them, but sometimes those choices leave a stronghold on them. And sometimes it's hard for them to break out of that. So sometimes it takes them a little longer to get to a place where they are, more, clean, more closer, to God. But God is still there. That doesn't mean God isn't working through them. That doesn't mean God hasn't chosen them for something. That doesn't mean they don't have a purpose here. People would like to make you believe that, you could be talking to God, but are you living right? But are you doing things right? People don't understand that God will help you even when you are out there smoking crack somewhere. You know what? God will help you with, the things that I've been through. Let's just pull it this way. The things that I've been through. You know who helped me up out of those situations? It was not one person on this earth who helped me out of those situations. The only person who helped me out of those situations is the only person that I called on to help me out of those situations. Guess who that person was? It was God. I called on God. I talked to God. I asked for help. And guess what he did? He helped me get up out that dirt. He helped me dust myself off. He helped me pick myself up. pull my pants up, even if they fell down and tripped me. You know what I'm saying? He helped me do all that. You know what I'm saying? And so, for you to tell me I have to be a certain way for God to deal with me, I can never go by that. You know why? Because you're saying this, you're saying that, but God has been showing me this. God has been showing me that. It hasn't been exactly what you're talking about, but it's been exactly what I've been seeing and the things I've been experiencing. And guess what? Who you think I should listen to? You? Or what God has been showing me? I mean, you saying this, you're saying that, but God has been showing me this and God has been showing me that. So, would I be a fool not to listen to God? I think I would be. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want. You can say this, you can say that. I might just say, okay, I hear you. But just because I said I hear you, don't mean I feel you. I can hear you, that don't mean I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I could just say I hear you just to go ahead and move you around and not have no argument with you, because I guess what? I got to protect my energy. God has showed me that as well. He showed me I must protect my energy, and that's what I be doing. So, I'm not going to argue with anybody over this. You know, you feel the way you feel. I feel the way I feel. But I only feel this way because of what God has been showing me. Not because of what you say. People could, what I've learned in this life is, people will tell you anything just to get ahead, just to deceive you, just to throw you off your path. People will tell you anything. And they could be any motherfucking body. And guess what? It's been any and all type of people who have done this. I've seen different spectrums of all type of people who have tried to deceive me, who have tried to play me, who have tried to backstab me. It's been all type of races, all type of colors, all type of people. It hasn't just been one sort of particular person. So I don't just trust in the words of people as much as I do in the experiences of what God has been telling me. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't listen to nobody or can't nobody tell me something, because I believe there's always something in something somebody says that's a gem that you can pull from it. But if you're going to tell me that God is not going to be with me, or that I can't be calling on God's name because you feel that the way I've done certain things is not up to par to the standard that you feel it is, then by all means, take your opinion and walk around the corner with it. But just because you got that opinion don't mean that's how I feel. You know? So, I'll let you know this, man. I'd rather die knowing that I've been trying to listen to God tell me something than to listen to a human tell me something else, knowing that I heard God say something, and then have to face God and he be like, I know you just seeing what the fuck I've been showing you. You tell me you gonna listen to these humans instead of what I say? You do know who created you, right? I would rather go to heaven knowing I died trying to listen to God, rather than listening to humans try to be God and try to act like they know God more than God knows himself. Because that's what a lot of these people do. They act like they know God more than God knows himself. They act like God can't speak to somebody. God can speak to me. I don't have to go through you. I don't have to use you to speak to God. I don't have to use you to get closer to God. That's just what you want me to believe. And I choose not to, because God has been showing me that I can find him all by myself. And so with that being said, I'm just shooting this at y'all, because I know I'm not the only person who's been through this or who had to go through this, or who have heard these type of situations come up in their face. So I'm just saying that, man, because I want you to know, man, you can find God, and you don't need somebody to help you find him. If you really want to find him, call for him, ask for him. He'll holler at you. It might not be the way you want him to, but he'll definitely get with you, for real. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, I love you all, man. All praises to the Most High, and I holla.